I just want to mention that Adam is exactly correct. That the house at Devil's Lake is still standing, and the folks there will be really anxious to have people come back. The golden raffle tickets are only available for about 5 more minutes until 5:30, and the winner. You can, when you buy one, you're going to pick Devil's Lake or the Black Butte House, and then Kim is going to draw the winner and decide which one of those goes. The other that is not selected for the golden raffle will be in our live auction. So just so you know all the rules. So we're so glad you're all here. Grab a golden raffle ticket. We're going to begin in just about 5 minutes. We're so glad to have you at Tiki Up. Welcome.
Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. As you can see, we're not really at the beautiful Crystal Springs Ranch. We all wish we were. We've had so many great events there hosted by Ken and Sheila Harrison. And in fact, this year is our 10th anniversary of the Saddle Up to Support St. Francis event. And Ken Harrison, way early in the year, had this great idea to throw a fun tiki party this year in honor of the 10th anniversary. And so it's not quite the tiki party that we all visioned, but it is, we're so happy to be here and we're happy to be working remotely with you, virtually with you. And at St. Francis, there's one thing we are good at, and that's rolling with the punches. First, at the beginning of the year, we met in January and started to plan our tiki party. And then COVID hit, and that shifted our plans, so we went to tiki remotely. Then with this horrible last week we've had and so many people suffering from our destructive wildfire, we question whether we should even continue with this event. We are so heartbroken for our neighbors in the canyon. That's our area. That's Marion County. That's Willamette Valley. That's where we live. We're so saddened by what's happening all over our beloved Oregon and our beautiful Pacific Northwest. And so many families have lost their home or their housing is in jeopardy. And it just became very clear to us very quickly that this is exactly what we needed to do. We needed to proceed with this event. We've already had so many phone calls and connections, and we're working with community partners to help as many families as we can. And I fear there may be more to come. So the best thing we can do tonight is lift up our tiki drinks, have a lot of fun, raise a lot of money, and tomorrow morning we will get right back to work serving families in our community. Ian, let's tiki up.
Kim, it's so great to see you. And yes, cheers virtually, and cheers to all of you. And I just want you to know, Kim, as we were coming down the drive and people were literally arriving to the live stream as we were, kind of going towards the Harrison Ranch, it really felt, it just like flashback to last year. And there are 75 screens that are gathered here, but we know that there are some small groups of folks together, and at least we figure there's 2 or 3 people at every one of those. So I'm thinking there's at least 200 of us who are all gathered together, and maybe more. So we're so thrilled. And Kim, I know you aren't watching the chat because you're watching a bunch of other things at this moment. But like Ryan noticed that the bags are on the mantle behind you. He very perceptive, Ryan. And Madeline and Julie, people are just giving you cheers and saying, Cassie says cheers, and Alex, and a lot of people. So cheers. And Kim, usually, like you said, we'd be doing the ranch, and we're doing tiki, and now we're in this virtual space. So we're just doing like Tiki Up ranch style virtual gala. I think that's right. Like that's what we're gonna call it.
Like you do, yeah.
Right. But we're really here, and I think the important thing is we're here to celebrate and support the work of St. Francis, and we can do that really well right here. So thank you all, and Dean and Trisha, we're so glad you're here too. And as you are all here with us, even though you're where you are safe, which we're so glad, I just wanted to give a few hopefully helpful Tiki Up tips for doing the auction in this new and different way. So the first thing is, you're watching us on hopefully whatever fun, easy device that you have, like maybe your desktop or your laptop or an iPad, or maybe you have like a huge smart screen at home and you're watching the show there, which is great. If you have a second device, like a phone or something smaller, that would be a great place to log in to GiveSmart, which is where our live auction and our donations are happening. You can also log in on your computer, like in a second tab. But if you would go to letstiki.givesmart.com, then you'll be able to be part of our live auction. So make sure you do that. Also, you will notice that many folks are joining us in the chat. So like Lori, yes, she says she's got you, Kim, on the big TV. Hugs and kisses from Lori. So you're a rock star right now, Kim. But I also wanted to mention that we really do want people to join us in the chat. And in fact, there will be games and prizes in the chat. And if you are new to the YouTube chats, here's just a really helpful thing. You have to create a free YouTube account in order to chat with us and play our games and win our prizes. And YouTube calls their free account a channel. But you're not going to be on TV. It's just Kim and I that are going to be on TV. So don't worry about that. But create a free YouTube account called a channel, and then you can chat with us. And for those of you, so like Jenny, they are watching this on the International Space Station. Oh my gosh, I did not know that, but I hope that that's true because that's awesome. So that is how you want to be logged into those places, and we definitely have information, and if you need help, let us know. There's folks that you can call at the help desk. There's a telephone number, and yes, Adam, there are games. You just wait a moment. Before we get to the games, I am curious, if you are with us in the chat and you are at home eating or drinking something amazing, like for example, maybe you received one of those Let's Tiki drink boxes with a pineapple ginger punch inside, and you are having Eric Bowman of Grapes and Barley's amazing tiki cocktail. Would you just put an emoji in the chat and show us what you're eating or drinking at your house? Anything. Just put, if whatever you're drinking or eating, we'd love to see it in the chat, so then we know what we're all doing. And oh yeah, Alex, thanks. The chat emojis are right down below where you're typing, in case you're wondering where those chat emojis are. And while you're doing that, we have to thank our sponsors, because Kim, as you know, I know you know, our sponsors are so generous and dedicated, and really have made it possible for us to be here, as they always do. So would you all? Yes, and Jen says, thank you, sponsors. Would you give a huge virtual round of applause to our title sponsor, Home Smart Realty Group? We are so grateful. And to our presenting sponsor, Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation and GBC Construction and Salem Health Hospitals and Clinics. Thank you, sponsors. Oh, and people are also showing us that they're drinking Mai Tais and water. Cassie's having water. That's so appropriately. Yes, good. It's important to drink water. Lori is having a Mai Tai. And people are clapping for our sponsors as well. So thank you, sponsors. And we just also want to thank our incredible supporting sponsors, all of these people. If you can give them a round of applause, you can do it like this at home, or you can cheer at home, or you can write the word applause, or you can write the word clap, or you can just put the clapping emoji or whatever. Yes, and Moyer says, thank you, sponsors. And Chris Canty says... Chris, I don't know how to read that, but it's something, but it's a cool word. Okay, so we're gonna keep going. Oh, we have to thank one other group, Kim, before we keep going, or another amazing person and people, Amadeus Catering, Diana and Adriana.
Elena.
Say it again.
Elena.
I'm sorry, it's right there. It says Elena. Diana and Elena at Amadeus Catering, because some people at home are eating amazing food like short ribs or wild cod or other delicious things. So we really want to thank them too. And I know there's two other kind of key people, Kim, that you wanted to thank. Could you tell us about them too?
I would love to. Ken and Sheila Harrison, there they are, the inspiration for the Tiki Party. Ken and Sheila, you have supported us for so many years in so many ways, and walked alongside us and the families we support, and helped us with a myriad of things. I cannot imagine this event without you. Thank you so much.
Yes. Thank you, Ken and Sheila. I'll just say it as well. Okay. Kim, we're here at a party. So I know that people have, a party appropriate beverages. And I just want to say that Ed says that the food was excellent. And Lori says, yay, Elena and Diana for the amazing food. So thank you. And then Jenny says that we're the best news team ever, which is great. So... But it's also a party because there are games, as we already mentioned. And so we're going to play our first game. And here's how it works. We are going to show you an emoji. And the first person to get that emoji into the chat wins a $25 gift card to Sweetsmith, which Kim has in her hands. And it's good that Kim is holding it like that because it means she can't cheat and play the game because her hands are already busy. So it's going to be called, this is our first Tiki prize. Are you ready? You have to be really fast with the emojis. First Tiki prize, if you can get this emoji into the chat, you win the $25 gift card to Sweetsmith. And the emoji is, of course, the most appropriate emoji of all time. Here, I've got it right here. Who can find it and put it into the chat right now? If you're the first person, you get $25 to Kristen Caruso. You are so fast. Wow. Now, wait a minute. You didn't call anybody that you're related to in advance, did you, Kim?
She's not with me. She's in Wilsonville.
Oh, Kristen, well done. And Sherry and Sally and Dean and Mary and Pete, you did it right. You were just not quite as fast as Kristen. So, Kristen, you're the winner. Congratulations. Very well done.
Good job, Chrissy.
Yeah, good job, Chrissy. It's hard to drink that with an umbrella. So Kim, we're playing games. And we're also going to have a live auction because when we gather to celebrate St. Francis, we usually have a live auction. So we're going to have a live auction right here, and I know people may be wondering, how does that work? So, well, the great thing is it kind of works really well, but it is a little different. So the way that it works is this. Many of you are already making bids in GiveSmart on our live auction items. And in just a moment, we are going to sell our first live auction item. And we're going to sell the first one as sort of a warm-up. And we're going to sell it by itself. But the following live auction items after the first one will be sold in groups. So if you want to buy something in the live auction, now would be a good time to maybe put your tiki drink down and make sure that you are logged in with either your mouse or your phone to GiveSmart, because we're going to do our first one. And Kim, this first one is kind of really special. Do you want to tell us about the item really quickly, and then I'll sell it to whoever is really fast?
I would love to. I first want to just really quickly say that this is different than what was in your program. And in light of the fires and the making Spanish coffees in the outside space, the smoke would not allow it. We didn't want to light any fires. And so Deanna and Elena came up with this freaking amazing package for us that is a private party for 30 of your pals in the swanky and very cool new downtown bar. Well, it's not even open. It opens next month, called Alley Cat. And it is on any Sunday night that you mutually agree on, and it's for 3.5 hours with cocktails and hors d'oeuvres and 2 bartenders, and it's going to be fabulous. So let's get this party started. It's going to be so fun.
Okay, well, Kim, so here's how this works. People are already bidding on the Alley Cat Perfect Party. And if you would like to be the top bidder, if you would like to be the person who gets to invite your 30 friends and go and hang out with Elena and Deanna, you have 2 minutes to go right now. So right now, Rich Schultz is the top bidder at $2,050, which means, Rich, you get to invite all the friends. And I can tell you that because there are, over 80 of us who are logged in, 90 screens, there's a lot of people to choose from right now if you need people to pick to come with you. So you have about 90 seconds right now if you want to outbid Rich and go on the perfect party. This is your... Dave Porter just made another bid. Dave is now the top bidder on the perfect private party. I'm sorry, Rich, but now Dave. So Dave, let me just say to you, I'm available on most Sunday afternoons, maybe not this one, but I would be available to come and go. Ed just jumped in at $2,150. Ed is now the top bidder, and you have 35 seconds to go. So I'm sorry. Michael. Michael is now the top bidder. Ed, Rich, you've got to jump back in at $2,200. The perfect party, you have 20 seconds to go. Michael is going to be the one who needs to invite 29 friends or 30 friends. I don't know. Dave just got back in the game at $2,500. Dave, you are now the top bidder at $2,500. Michael, I'm really sorry, but well done. Dave is going to be the person. You've got 10 seconds to go. If you want to outbid Dave and be the person who gets to have the party and the alley cat with Deanna and Elena, you've got 5, 4, last chance to make a bid. 3, if you want to be the top bidder and buy our first live auction item, it could be Dave. 2, 1 last chance, and sold! Our first live auction item is sold.
Woohoo!
That was
Dave, I want to go to that party.
that was exciting.
That was really exciting. That was really exciting. Congratulations, Dave. Thank you so much. Well done. Everyone got that, I think, really well, Ian.
Oh, good. Well, yeah, thank you, everyone. And I do just want to say one more time, when we do the rest of our live auction, we're going to sell multiple items at the same time. So now is a really good time to be looking at which items you want to make a bid on. You can bid on any item right now, other than, of course, the perfect private party, which was just sold. And when we get there, you're going to want to be fast. So, Kim, many people purchased golden raffle tickets. And it is time to find the winner of our golden raffle. And I believe you have at your house all of the tickets in a bowl.
I do. My assistant, Jack Helterline, is bringing that to me right now. Thank you, Jack. Herein lies the golden tickets.
And can you just explain why there are 2 different colors of tickets in that jar?
Absolutely. There are 2. I guess I don't need to keep holding the jar, right? We can see that.
No, it's good. No, it's perfect.
Okay. There are 2 colors of tickets because there are 2 items that someone could choose if they win the golden ticket. And so one is for the Black Butte House and one is for the happily, thank you, God, standing Devil's Lake House.
Yes, thank you, God is right. So I'm just going to say, according to my understanding, the red tickets are appropriately connected to the Devil's Lake House. And the blue tickets are connected to the black, or green. Are they green or blue? They're blue.
Green.
They're green. Okay, they're green. The green tickets are connected to Black Butte. So, Kim, what we're going to ask you to do is, if you don't mind, Jenny says that those tickets came from Wonka bars, which I really hope that that's true, Jenny. That would be really nice. Mary James says, drum roll. So, Kim, would you close your eyes?
Yes.
And would you make sure you mix them up? Yes, exactly. Mm-hmm. Mix them all up so that she can't see. And you're going to select one ticket. Everyone can see that, this is, okay, good. One, okay, great. Now, don't open your eyes. Oh, wait, no. So no, that was perfect, Kim. That you pulled out a red ticket. So someone is going to Devil's Lake. And can you tell us, Kim, who is going to Devil's Lake? Do you tell me the number or you have the name?
I tell you the number. Mm-hmm.
Oh, tell me what's the number on there.
Okay, ready, you guys?
Yes.
It's number 14.
Ooh, number 14. So what we've done is we took everybody who bought a ticket and we connected your name to that ticket number. And so table number 14, I am about to find out, because we have a lot of people who are working on the back end of this amazing project all together. And the winner of the golden ticket is the person who bought the 14th ticket, because that's how that works. The 14th person who bought a ticket, or who bought a Devil's Lake ticket, I guess. That's probably how that works. And the person is it's Vince Kolatar.
Vince!
Congratulations, Vince! You are the winner. Vince, can you say his last name better for me?
Yeah, Vince and Mika Koltar.
Koltar.
Yay!
Vince and Mika. Would you give Vince and Mika a huge round of applause in our chat? You have won our golden raffle. Good for you. Suzanne says good for you, Vince. Well, very nicely done. Thank you. Congrats. Thank you, Kim, for being so willing
super fun.
to do all that. So, Kim, I just want to say that there are 92 screens that are logged in right now, which I'm just going to say, I think this might be a larger group than we've even had in the last couple years, because if we multiply by, let's say, 3, like, I think we might be close to 300 people all gathered together. And I am guessing that many of you are very familiar with St. Francis. And if you are, you know this person that I am so, so honored to get to share the screen with at the moment. But I'm also guessing that some of you are perhaps coming for the first time, and maybe you don't know St. Francis yet. So I just want to say that this person who I am here with has worked tirelessly to add professional case managers, to improve facilities. For the last 10 magical years, she has been responsible as the lead person at St. Francis for increasing the work in the community and in our larger social service efforts, all while increasing the placement rate of St. Francis families into permanent housing and demonstrating a solid return on investment, which is also important. So it is my supreme honor to get to introduce to all of you, and please give her a huge round of applause, virtually or otherwise. Please welcome the Executive Director of St. Francis, Kim Lemman.
Thank you so much, Ian. And thank you so much for being here. I am excited to talk a little bit about the work we do at St. Francis, especially this year, because it is only September and it has been a year. We, like everybody else, are learned early in the year, in the spring, how to adapt to the challenges that a global pandemic brings all of us. I'm proud to say we didn't miss a beat. We rolled up our sleeves, we Lysoled our office, we put on our masks, and we got to work. And I am humbled and grateful to report to you that since January of this calendar year, every single family that has come to live at St. Francis Shelter has moved into safe and permanent housing. In a global pandemic, that feels really, really big, and we are so grateful that that is the case for families in our community. When it became clear to us that school wasn't going to start in a normal way and remote learning was going to be the case for most of the kids in our school district, our board of directors and our staff met, and we had a long talk, and we decided that it was important for us to do a really big lift and install the fibers and the infrastructure to install high-speed internet into every one of our 20 units so that kids could go to school, so that our kiddos would not fall behind, so that they would have the same opportunities as other kids in the district. And that was a big lift for us. And in fact, it was a $20,000 lift for us with preparation, installation, and then the first year of running that program. And I am so excited to tell you that we just found out about a week ago that we were awarded a grant from the Salem Health Foundation, the amount of $20,000 to cover the cost of that expense for us. So our kids are up. Actually, school doesn't start this week like we thought it would, but our kids are up and running and ready to go to school with lots of other kids in our district. So we're very, very grateful for that, and I was excited to share that with you.
Thank you.
I do have one more thing. I was just gonna say is that none of this, and we're aware of this, none of this would happen if not for all of you, not for every one of you watching, everyone that has signed up, text in different states, in this community, in, sharing, getting together, making this happen for us. We don't think for a minute we do it alone. We feel all of you walking alongside us every day. Thank you.
Just like you and your staff walk alongside all of the families at St. Francis. It's kind of we all get to be a little bit part of what you do, which is so wonderful. So thank you, Kim. And I just want to tell you that people are giving you a lot of really nice comments in the chat. Like yay Kim and go Kim, and Judy Caruso says we love you, Kim, and thank you for everything you do, says Nicole Kennedy. You might want to go back and read the chat thread later, like if you're just wanting to, like maybe if it's a hard day, just go back and read it. This would be a good thing to do. There are a number of traditions that we have been, that have become part of Saddle Up and now Tiki Up. And it was already noticed that one of those traditions is happening again because there are these beautiful handbags that are right behind you, and one of those handbags, as always, has $500 cash inside. I just want to point out that we're doing many of the fun things that we have always done, and I want to point out that after Vince won the golden raffle, the Devil's Lake house was selected, but the Black Butte house is now available, and you can bid on it. And it is possible that you're not seeing it if you haven't refreshed your browser. And so, like, Britt just made a bid and outbid Carla, on the Black Butte house. But for everyone else, you just refresh your browser and you'll be able to see item number 2, which is the Black Butte house. And now would be a good time to make a bid on that because we're gonna sell it in like 2 minutes. So Kim, before we sell the Black Butte house and the Kate Spade bag and the Madewell bag and the Caruso dinner, which is all of those together are the first group of our first group of live auction items. I was starting to tell people about the bags that are behind you. Would you mind just kind of reminding people like that what's going on with those bags that are on your mantle? Like, are they always there or not always?
This is where I display my handbags. Okay, no, can I take a second and show everybody again? I'm going to show everybody. Okay,
Please.
this beautiful bag, it's in the next set of items to be auctioned off, so I want to show you. So it's the Kate Spade Romy backpack. It is as pretty as can be. It looks like it's almost black, but it's a really, really dark green, leather, super cute, perfect for fall, love it. I could stay here on my mantle, I'd be happy. And then this gorgeous Madewell tote is a classic, like everybody wants a Madewell tote. It's the transport tote. It has a zip at the top. It has the brown handles, the shoulder strap, the outside pocket, inside pocket, fabulous. Everybody loves a Tory Burch, and this is the Tory Burch. They do, Ian.
I know.
This is the Tory Burch Ella Quadrant tote. It's freaking fabulous. It's this pretty linen canvas, and then the leather in all these parts is a pretty brown leather, and then this whip stitching. Gorgeous. Back to it. It's fabulous. I mean, it's just the best bag.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And then this is the bag for this time of year. We're in a voting year, we're in an election year, and I don't know how many days, couple months, we're gonna make a big vote. So this is by Frances Valentine, super cool bag. Frances Valentine, just in case you didn't know, is was a company started a few years ago by Kate Spade's best friend and her niece, Rachel Brosnahan, and it highlights some of Kate Spade's earliest designs, original designs. And so those are the 4 fabulous handbags on my mantle, Ian.
Okay, so they are quite fabulous. Oh, yes.
I was gonna, what am I gonna thank? I want to thank the people who donated the items in this section. So you tell me when, okay?
Oh, well, you're right on track. It's like basically time to do that. Well, thank the people. This is perfect. Please.
Okay. I would like to thank the people. Okay, so first of all, on that last section, the Devil's Lake House, the golden ticket, I would like to thank my dear, dear friends, the Steckety family and the Aftons family for sharing that beautiful home with us. And we are so grateful and happy that it stands and it's strong and still beautiful in a beautiful spot. I want to thank Dave Porter, Fairway Mortgage, because he lets me go out and buy these 4 handbags. Every year I get to buy 4 handbags with not my money, and then sponsors that and sponsors the cash that is in one of those bags. So thank you so much, Dave, at Fairway Mortgage. And Crusoe Family Dinner. Hey, I actually am from the Crusoe family. I am lucky enough to be a Crusoe, blessed to be a Crusoe. And I want to thank my aunts and uncles, my brothers and sisters, my cousins, many of you who don't even know you're doing this yet. Thank you so much for helping us to prepare these fabulous meals for a lucky winner.
I love it. And I just want to point out that all of those Carusos who don't know that they're cooking yet, are really good cooks, because I'm fortunate to be, like a cousin-in-law of Caruso's, and have had some of that cooking. So that if you don't know about the Caruso clan's cooking capabilities, this is a great way to learn fast. So Kim, just before, so we're going to sell our first round of live auction items, but I just want to make sure that everybody understands that those 4 bags are going to be in our live auction. One of them has $500 cash. All of the bags have gift cards and gift certificates and other fun things. And Kim has no idea which bag has which. And you can see that they're even zip tied closed, just to be sure that, they were done by a different person and then put on the mantle. And Kim, you don't know which is which.
Nope.
Okay.
No idea. But I have my little clippers here, and I'm ready when you give me the word to open them up.
And you'll be very careful to only clip the zip ties. Yes. Okay. So here's how this works. If you would like to make a bid in our first or second section of live auction items, it is all 4 of these items at the same time. It is the Black Butte house, which Jill is currently the top bidder at $1,300. It's the Kate Spade bag, and Gabriella is currently the top bidder at $475. It's the Madewell tote, and currently Joni is at $500, and it is the Caruso family cuisine, and Mary is currently the top bidder at $1,850. You have 2 minutes to go on all 4 of these items at the same time. And we're going to try to refresh in our live stream to show you the second. Mark, is it possible to show people that second one?
It might be.
It's item number 2, and it's the Black Butte. Jill is currently the top bidder at $1,400. You've got 90 seconds to go. And I'm just talking to our good friend Mark Joade, who is running the studio right on the other side of the camera. I know that there are some people here who know Mark well. He's here also because, that's how we like to hang out. There, Mark, thank you. Okay, so Jill is currently the top bidder at $1,400. Gabriella's got Kate Spade at $475. And $575 for the Madewell tote is going to Amy. And $2,000 for Kelly is going to the Caruso family cuisine. You have 45 seconds to go to make a bid on any one of these 4 items. Remembering that the Kate Spade and the Madewell might be very inexpensive if you win $500 and then you've only spent $25 or $75. That's a really great deal. You've got 30 seconds to go. Black Butte at $1,400. $1,700. Suzanne is jumping in on the Black Butte. $575 on Kate Spade going to Gabriella. $600 for the Madewell tote going to Joni. $2,100. Mark just jumped in to take the Caruso family cuisine. Very nicely done. You've got 20 seconds remaining. This is your final opportunity to make a bid on one of our 4 items, 2, 3, 4, or 5. And $1,700 on Black Butte goes to Suzanne. $600 on Kate Spade. $625 Madewell is going to Amy. $2,150. Miriam just jumped in. Oh, sorry, Mark. Miriam's now taking the Caruso family cuisine. You have 10 seconds remaining to make a final bid on any one of these 4 items. $1,750 to Jill. $600 going to Aaron. $625 Amy. $2,250. Mark just came back in. You've got 5 seconds remaining if you'd like to make a bid. $2,500 on the Caruso family cuisine going to Mary. You've got 5 seconds. I know I already said that, but Mary's still bidding a lot, so I want to keep giving her time. You've got 5 seconds to go. Basically no time at all. Suzanne, you're at $1,900. Aaron, you're at $625. $675 going to Amy. You've got 4 seconds remaining. Miriam just came back at $2,600 on the Caruso family cuisine. You've got 3 seconds. Bid fast. Scott just jumped in on the Kate Spade. He's got $650. $1,900 going to Suzanne at Black Butte. You've got 2 seconds remaining, which is still like enough time to make one more bid. Miriam just got back on the Caruso. Oh, the tote's now going to Joni at $725. $650 going to and $1,900 on Black Butte. You've got 1 second. Make your final bids. 1 second remaining. And half a second. And sold! Our first group of live auction items is sold. Whew. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay, so I think these are the final numbers. Suzanne, congratulations. Black Butte at $1,900. And Aaron takes the Kate Spade bag at $675. Very nicely done, Aaron. And Amy got the Madewell tote for $750. And the Caruso family cuisine is going to Mary at $2,650. So well done. Thank you, Uncle Tom says, booyah. Booyah to you, Uncle Tom. Thank you. Congrats, Alex. Everybody, very nicely done. Woo!
Thank you, Aaron. Thanks, Suzanne. Amy, you got that bag. Yay!
Kim, were you hoping to buy one of those?
Oh, they're just my my mantle decoration.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, I just, I know we're
I
asking
did
you.
have a bit on one of those, but listen.
That's great. Well, a lot of people just really helped St. Francis a whole bunch.
Yeah,
So yeah.
a whole bunch. Thank you so
Okay,
much.
okay. There's more fun things to do.
Okay.
Because this is a party. Yes, Alex, I'm sweating. It's very exciting, and it's also very warm, and unfortunately the weather is a little weird. So, but it's true. We get to play our game again. We're gonna play the Tiki Prize, and this time we're gonna give away a Ritter's gift card for $25. Yeah, and Ritter's is yummy if you haven't been there. So if you would like to win a $25 gift card to Ritter's, you just have to be the third person to put this emoji into the chat. If you can be the third person, here it comes. You've got to be really fast. Ooh, I see. And now it is the tropical part of our tiki party. Who's gonna get their third? You got to be the third person. Third person to put that one. Chrissy, you're eating spaghetti, but that's not going to win you a prize. It's very nicely done. You've got to put the emoji. And Bridget, yes, you love Ritter's. Okay, first is Dean and Beth. Alex is second. Ryan is number 3. Ryan Carty, you are the winner of our second Tiki Prize. Congratulations, Ryan. And Sherry and Judy and Brian, you're all doing it right. You're doing it very well. It's just that you weren't the third person, but well done. Sally, nicely done. Okay, so don't worry, we have more Tiki Prizes coming up. So if you want to play, you just have to be ready. And now we have more live auction items coming up. And so Kim, would you mind telling us about our next group of live auction items and about the really amazing people who donated them?
That would be my pleasure. I'd already talked about the handbags, so I will the 2 handbags, the Tory Burch and the Francis Valentine voter bag, were both part of the package that Dave Porter with Fairway Mortgage donated to us. Thank you. And then if for the Where's the Beef package, I want to thank the fabulous donors for that, Greg and Chrissy Garaki, I almost said Caruso, Greg and Denise Oldham, John and Kathy Lauer of Bryn Mawr Vineyards, and DSK Meats. This fabulous package had, well, Ian, we're moving on. Okay, the pork package, thank you so much to the Tucker family. And again, John and Kathy Lauer of Bryn Mawr Vineyards, the Cordy family, and Urban Block.
Thank you, Kim, and thank you to all of those amazing folks. And, 2 more bags, one of which could have $500, plus a giant beef package with a Yeti cooler and Bryn Mawr wine, plus pork and and more wine and wine. Did we say that there's wine involved? Oh, yeah. Okay, so, and you can see that people are already very excited about these things, and you all obviously know how this game works now, so it's going to happen a little bit faster. So if you want one of these items, 6, 7, 8, or 9, that's the Tory Burch bag, or the Francis Valentine voter tote, or the Where's the Beef package, or the pork, the other awesome meat package, you have 2 minutes to go. Now is your chance. And the bag is going, Erica's at $8.50 on Tory Burch, and Michael has got $8.25 on the voter bag, and the beef is going to Pete at $3,500. Well done. And the pork is going at $2,050 to Pete Yunker. And if you want to make a bid, you've got 90 seconds remaining. We've got Erica taking the Tory Burch. Erica, I think, just bid herself up. I'm not even sure how that's possible. But then we've got Leah, who's got the voter bag at $8.50. Pete's got the Where's the Beef at $3,500, and Pete's also got the pork. Pete's got all the meat in the whole house. You've got 1 minute to go. If you want to outbid Pete on some meat, this is your chance. That was not intentional. That just came out that way. And then Leah, you're at $8.75 on the Valentine voter tote, and $9.25 to Amy. You've got I'll make something up. 30 seconds remaining. If you'd like to make a bid in this group of live auction items, we've got Pete's got $2,500 on the pork and $3,500 on the beef. $900 for Laura comes in on the voter tote, and Erica's $1,000 on the Tory Burch bag. You've got 20 seconds remaining to make a bid. If you want to make one last bid, Kelly just came in on Where's the Beef at $3,600. Sorry, Pete. And Mark is at $2,550 on the pork. If you want Pete, you can come back. It's fine. We'd love it. And Lori at $9.25 on the Valentine tote. You have 10 seconds to go if you want to make a bid. $1,000 on the Tory Burch is going to Erica. You've got 5 seconds remaining to make a bid. Kelly's at $3,600. Mark's at $2,550. Lori just came at 97 at $975, and Monica just jumped in at $1,025 on the Tory Burch. You've got 4 seconds. They're the longest seconds ever in the whole history of seconds. You've got 4 seconds to go. Lori's at $975. Monica's at $1,025. We've got Pete at Pete's back at $36.50. Bridget at $2,600. You've got 3 seconds remaining in this group of live auction items. You've got 2. Pete's at $37.50. Lori's at $975. Erica's at $1,050, and Bridget's at $2,600. 1 second remaining. Make your final bid, and sold. Oh, congratulations! Oh my gosh!
Erica!
Very, very well done, Erica. Nicely done. Lori, congratulations.
From the beginning, she was buying this bag. Good job.
It's very good.
And thank you so much, Bridget. Nice job. Wow, the ladies kind of dominated that round.
Well, as almost always in the world. Very, very, yes, Suzette, thank you. She says it's like a horse race, and that is the hope. So thank you. Okay, there's more fun things to be done, and we're gonna go directly to our next group of live auction items. Does that work for you, Kim?
Really works for me, Ian.
Okay, so would you tell us? So this is item 10, 11, 12, and 13. So the Golfer's Paradise and the Bjornson Vineyards, and there's one that you might particularly know something about, and then Not Your Mom's Lazy Susan. So sorry, tell us about those.
Okay. Actually, Ian, you're supposed to tell. I don't have it in front of me. You're supposed to tell us about it.
So the Golfer's, sorry, I'm supposed to tell them, and then you just say that who the people are that donated them.
Exactly. That's going to work great.
We agreed on that. Yeah, that makes sense. So the Golfer's Paradise is 2 rounds of golf for 4, plus 2 nights at Bandon. You get to go to Bandon Dunes. And I mean, you know, it's the closest thing to playing in Scotland, only it's in Oregon. And some people say maybe even better. Don't tell the people in Scotland who invented the game. Number 11 is the perfect getaway to Bjornson Vineyard, 2 nights for 8 people. So if you want to, I mean, it's the perfect kind of getaway right now, maybe in this late fall, and especially when all of these fires are over and all of the firefighters are home safe and the smoke is out of the air. This is going to be the perfect place to go. And then Kim and Rob are 2 lovely people that know something about cocktails. And Kim, of course, is our executive director. So you get to have hors d'oeuvres with Kim and Rob, and they will throw an amazing party for 8 of your friends. And you're going to want to do that and hang out with Kim. And then also, the final item here is the Lazy Susan that does not belong to your mother, because hopefully it's going to belong to you. And it is a Lazy Susan that was made out of the top of a wine barrel, and you get these magnums signed by the winemakers from Lang Vineyards, along with the 2 glasses. So everything that you see there are going to be yours. So Kim, can you tell us just who donated each of those lovely things?
I sure can. The Bandon Dunes package is from Mike and Alice Smith of RTR Services. Thank you so much, Mike and Alice. Bjornson Vineyard. The Perfect Getaway is donated to us by Mark and Patty Bjornson and Ross Fresh Market. The Cocktail Party is our friend Rob Melton and Kim and Phil. And the Lazy Susan is donated by Friends of St. Francis.
Thank you all to our amazing donors. And so now I'm sure you are well aware of what's going to happen next. For all 4 of these items, if you want to make a bid, you have 2 minutes to go. And Holly is currently the top bidder, going to Bandon at $2,200. And Jenny's at $1,300 on the Perfect Getaway to the Vineyard. And the cocktails are going for $1,950 to Kim, not this not our Kim, but Kim Hoyt is going to purchase purchasing the cocktails, and Kent is at $4.50 on Not Your Mom's Lazy Susan. You have 90 seconds to go. $2,200. Holly is going to Bandon Dudes. That is an awesome opportunity to go to Bandon for 4 people for 2 nights. The Perfect Getaway is going to Jenny at $1,500, and Jill is still at $2,000. Jill got in for cocktails with you. Nicole just stopped, is doing the cocktails now. The cocktails look very popular. Amy is now doing the Perfect Getaway. $2,300 is going to a Golfer's Paradise for Mary. You have 1 minute remaining in this group of live auction items. $500. Jenny's taking Not Your Mom's Lazy Susan. Nicole just got in on the cocktails at $2,100. We've got $2,000 for the Perfect Getaway going to Mary. And Mary is now at, there's lots of Marys that are bidding. Mary is now at $2,500 on the Perfect Getaway. And Mary James is the one who's got the Golfer's Paradise except not anymore. Kim Hoyt, you're at $2,600 on the Golfer's Paradise, and Amy's at $2,600 on the Perfect Getaway. We've got $2,100 going to Nicole on the cocktails with Kim and Rob, and you have only 20 seconds remaining to make a bid. $525. Greg's got the Lazy Susan. Nicole's at $2,100 on the cocktails. Laura's at $2,700 on the Getaway, and Kim's got $26 on the Golfer's Paradise. You have 10 seconds remaining to make a bid in this group of live auction items. Kim at $2,600. $2,800. Jamie just took the perfect Getaway, and Dave just jumped in with the cocktails, and now Dave Porter's at $22, and Kent is at $550. You have 5. You have 4. Mary's at $3,000 on the Perfect Getaway. You have 3. And now Dave's got cocktails. And Kim is at the Golfer's Paradise. Holly just jumped in on the Paradise at $2,700. $575. Kent, you've got 1 second to make your final bid. Get them in now. Dave Porter, Jamie, Holly, Kent, and sold. Our live auction items are sold. Whoa. Nicely done. So Kim, there were a lot of people. There were a lot of people bidding.
There were so many people bidding so fast.
They're bidding really.
Kathy. Oh my gosh, I can't. Got the Lazy Susan.
Oh, good. Oh yeah, Kat. Oh, well done.
Thank you, Dave. Thanks, Amy. Thanks, Holly. That is so cool.
So you mentioned to me earlier that if people were really interested in the cocktails with you and Rob, that you might be willing to sell it twice.
Yes, we would.
So here's what I was thinking.
Go for it. Okay.
This is what I was thinking. Dave purchased the cocktails at $2,200, but Nicole Kennedy was the second highest bidder at $2,100. So she was so close. And it seems only right to give her the option to purchase the second round of cocktails with you and Rob at $2,100. So we'll let her keep her own bid. So Nicole, would you be interested in the second round for $2,100? And yes, Ryan is asking the right question. So Nicole, here's what we're gonna assume that you're saying yes, unless maybe you reach out and tell us that that's not what you're interested in. And you can call the help desk, or you can tell us in the chat, or you can text someone. You can see there's the number. Nicole says yes. Nicole Kennedy right there. And Tom Caruso says that's a steal because he knows how Kim pours drinks, and he's right. So, Nicole, congratulations. Would you give Nicole Kennedy a huge round of applause in the chat? And we have just sold 2. And Kim, that means you have helped raise $4,300 for St. Francis. Thank you for doubling that. That's very kind of you. Kim, we're doing pretty well. We, people are being very
great.
Generous. It's great. But they also really would like some things in return.
Okay.
Specifically, there are 4 people who are hoping that they have already won $500, and they just, yes, it's time for the nippers.
Okay.
Would you be willing to, one at a time, tell us what is inside each of those handbags?
I would. Why don't we let people in the chat decide which one we should open first.
I think that's a great plan. So, if you would like to tell us you got an immediate answer to your question. Ryan says the voter bag should be opened first, and Adam says the same, and Nicole says the same. Well, Erin said the green one. Okay, so Erin, because she bought the green one, we're going to open the voter bag first.
Hey,
are you ready?
Here we
go.
I'm on it, and I'm on it.
She's opening to find out what is inside the red voter bag. Yes, open. Oh, and people really have a lot of opinions about this. People are, okay, who paid the most? Oh, that's a great question. I think the Tory Burch bag.
Oh, this is good. Lori Lassen, I believe you are the purchaser of the voter bag. You have a $100 Urban Block gift card. Congratulations. That is a good gift. Okay.
Yeah. So, and that is Lori Lawson. Yes. That. Okay. You're able to all these things. You're amazing. Yeah. Okay. Great. Congrats. Okay. So, does Mary James? She very interesting. She said, "Who paid the most?" Mary, would you like Kim to open the Tory Burch bag next? Because I believe that one. Yes. Is that okay, Mary? Okay. We're gonna go with Mary's. I believe it was over $1,000, and this bag is going to Erica Templeton.
Yes. Okay, Erica. I'm gonna look right now, honey. Okay. I'm being very careful with your gorgeous handbag. So hold on. I have to be careful with these. These are not mine.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Oh, let me find it. Oh, very cool, Erica. $100 Wild Pear gift card. Congratulations. Okay, that means, oh my gosh, we don't know yet, you guys. Hey, we're halfway through.
Matthew says, careful, Kim, don't scratch it. Kim is very, very careful.
I'm so careful with handbags.
Okay, does anybody have a strong feeling about which of the final two options should be next? In the chat. Does anybody, 50-50 chance. That's right. Anybody really, really want one or the other to be opened first? If you tell us, I think Kim will take your suggestion. Mary said, okay, Ryan says Kate Spade. Kate Spade. Adam agrees. We're going to do, okay, here we go. And this is going to Erin.
Okay, Erin, yay.
Yep. So fingers crossed.
You're joining us. Oh my God, Erin, $500.
Woo!
I'm going to open it for you, sister, just to show you.
Nice. Whoa. Nicely done.
Nice going.
I think we should open the final one as well.
Well, of course, because there's something really good in it.
Yeah. Erin's just said, woohoo! In the chat.
That's so cool.
Nicely done, Erin.
Okay. Again, I have to be careful because now this is Amy's handbag, right? Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Ooh, yay. $100 Amadeus gift card. Yay,
Ooh.
Amadeus.
So I'm just curious,
Amy.
does that mean like you could go to Alley Cat when it opens and use that $100 gift card? Is that?
You actually can. You can use it for any of their, Sweet Smith or Amadeus or Alley Cat. Yeah.
Okay, that's awesome. Okay, would you give all of our bag winners and purchasers a huge round of applause? Thank you for purchasing bags, and wear them with pride. So thank you so much. Kim, wow, we've given away lots of prizes. We're having a party. We have colorful beverages, and also. When we gather all together, one of the things that has been our tradition is to get to hear from one of the families that's part of our St. Francis community. And so I'm going to ask you, if you wouldn't mind, telling us a little bit about this incredible family and introducing them.
I would love to. Thank you so much. When we first met Ryan and Michaela, they came to interview with us at St. Francis, and We liked them very much. We were so impressed with how far they had come in their recovery. And we moved rather quickly with them and moved them in pretty quickly. In fact, that same afternoon, which we rarely do, but it was a really good thing we did, because the next day their darling little baby girl, Cleo, was born. And they got to bring Cleo back to their apartment at St. Francis and start their life as parents. As I mentioned, they were both in recovery. They were really active and really involved in their recovery programs. It was very obvious from the beginning that they had big goals that they wanted to accomplish. They had a lot of debt they wanted to get rid of, to pay down. They wanted to save money. They wanted to mend relationships that had been severed due to eviction with their families. We worked closely with them, and they worked closely with their case manager, helped them to pay down all their debt, save a lot of money, and learn to be great. They were getting ready for the next big steps in their life. They were, from the minute they moved into St. Francis, they were figuring out when they would be moving out of St. Francis. They were determined. And I'm happy to tell you that now, over a year later, this family is thriving. Cleo is a happy, healthy little girl. Ryan has a strong relationship with his dad. In fact, his dad recently asked him to become a partner in his construction company on the coast. They moved to the coast and they live in wonderful permanent housing that they've secured for themselves. And that is where we caught up with them this summer.
Being homeless, it kind of takes all of your confidence away. You know, it's a hard reality. I didn't feel like I could reach out to any of my family. So that really sunk me farther into my addiction.
Most people don't notice that they're becoming addicts. I slipped into it through getting into partying in high school. Before you know it, it kind of has you and you're addicted, and it's sneaky and you never see it coming.
Families come to St. Francis through a variety of different ways. They may be in recovery from addiction, and maybe probably in the families that we work with have lost their children into the foster care system, and then their children are reunited with them at St. Francis. And then we've seen an uptick in the last year in families experiencing financial downturn.
So at the time I was working just one full-time job, but it was really hard to save money.
We're about to have a baby.
We had to buy cribs and baby supplies.
The drug court coordinator, she had called me and told me about St. Francis.
When Ryan and Michaela first walked into my office at St. Francis and we sat down and we were visiting, what struck me so much about them almost immediately was that these are two people who have a really strong connection and had built themselves back up from a really low place.
I couldn't say enough good things, honestly, about St. Francis, as far as giving us an opportunity right on the spot and not making us go through huge hoops to get there, because at that time our life was pretty packed with just staying sober.
There was our own place. I mean, that was huge. We were alone and it was furnished and everybody there was so incredibly nice.
They also spent a lot of time coming in and talking with Michaela and helping her with being a new parent.
I brought Cleo home, they gave me a day, and they brought me some food. They brought me enchiladas. And then we ended up getting a car, which was huge because our car broke. And we had been without a car for years.
Coming into St. Francis, I had a lot of money owed, not only for me, but for my fiance as well.
We work with each family and we come up with ways that they can make payments on bills, but really importantly, to put money into their savings every single month. And that money goes into a trust account for them. And when they move out, they get all the money they've saved back, plus many times matching savings. And what that gives families is it gives them dignity and it gives them agency, sometimes for the first time in their lives. And we really saw that in the case of Ryan and Michaela. They were determined to get those bills paid off and move ahead.
St. Francis definitely did help us become self-sufficient. They were actually vital in us getting our own place.
After 5 months, we accomplished all of our goals and we decided to move to Seaside and follow what we wanted to do. My dad ran a construction company and he offered me a job. I really have a passion for it and I love it.
What these families have in common is they are working so hard to make a life for their children. I'm in awe of the human spirit, honestly. And what I have learned is that no one, regardless of how you end up in homelessness, sets out to be a bad parent, and no one sets out to feel like they failed their children.
I feel lucky, I feel blessed, and I want her to say that, you know, I love my dad and, you know, he's tried his best for me. Even if I can't give her everything, I hope that she realizes that, you know, I'm doing the best that I can. St. Francis really does give people hope. They give people motivation, they give people the confidence to go out and not be who they are, but actually find out who they are.
I can just say thank you. I want to say thank you on behalf of all of us for the work that you and your staff do, Kim. And I know that it's really this whole group of incredible people that has gathered this evening that are part of walking with families and lifting them up to, to make sure that they secure safe and permanent housing. And obviously I know a lot of many, if not most of the families at St. Francis are also families with kids. And so to have safe and permanent housing for families that include, kids is just so amazing. And I know that, you've mentioned, Kim, that when a family has a safe and secure place that is there for them every night with all of the amazing services that you help families with, like, those are the circumstances where families can just fly, like, Ryan and Michaela and Cleo. So this is the part of the evening where I get to ask all of you if you would directly contribute to the work at St. Francis. If you would raise your paddle virtually and help make this work continue. And before I ask you to do it, which I will in 1 second, and I can see that people are already doing it, so thank you. But I want to tell you one really important thing. The Epping Family Foundation has offered us an incredible matching opportunity. They have said that they are willing to match the first $25,000 worth of gifts, which means that first $25,000 from you will be matched by the Epping Family Foundation and will be $50,000, which would be halfway to our big goal. We are hoping to get to $100,000 if possible. So I really want to thank the Epping family and the Epping Family Foundation for your incredible generosity. And I want you to know that because we're here in this tiki situation, as you are able to contribute to this Raise the Paddle, the coconuts will just rain down for St. Francis. More and more coconuts. So, Kim, people are already contributing, and I just want to say you can just contribute by hitting the donate button, and you can see all of the different levels that are available: 10,000, 5,000, 2,500, 1,500. And we just want to thank Farah, who's already contributing, and we want to thank Leslie, who's contributing. Leslie. Thank you so much. We're at 13,700. Thank you. And Kim and H. Barry is contributing, and Aaron's giving. Thank you so much. And if you want, I can also let you thank people too. I get really excited and I just keep going. But if you just, wave at me and be like Annie. Thank you, Annie, who's just contributed. And Dean, thank you. And we want to thank Steven. Thank you so much.
Steven. Thanks, friend. Chris, thank you so much. Chris K. Spear.
Thank you. And you can see that the coconuts are starting to rain out of the coconut tree. But if we can raise more funds for St. Francis, more and more coconuts will rain. Thank you to Margaret. Yeah, go.
Thank
sorry.
you, KK. Oh my gosh. Thank you.
Thank you to Chris Canty. Thank you. And to thank you so much to Alex and to
Alex, thank you. Chris Canty, thank you so much. Kate,
and we're at $52,000 on the way to $100,000. We want to get all the way there if we can.
Gosh,
I know.
Eric and Kim, thank you so much.
And Monica, thank you. Yes. Oh, sorry.
Okay, you talk.
Okay, wait, we're at almost $54,000. We're more than halfway. We're at $64,000. Thank you, Jamie, on the way. And Jamie, the coconuts. Do you see the coconuts? Can you see the coconuts as well, Kim?
I can.
Those are your tiki coconuts.
Oh my gosh, Kennedy family, thank you so much.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, for $5,000. Thank you. And we're at $65,000. Thank you to Steve Carter. Thank you so much for your incredible generosity. Thank you. And we're at $102,000. Oh my gosh. I don't know what just happened. We just got the match, Kim. The Friends of St. Francis. Thank you. But you can keep going. It's totally fine. Tefera Tarbox, thank you so much. Go ahead, you, please.
Okay. Thank you, Michael. Oh my gosh, that is so cool.
Thank you. And there's, I mean, lots of Thank you,
Yes,
Eric.
thank you so much, and Erica.
Thank you. And I just
like
want you
George
to.
Bailey, and It's a Wonderful Life. And they just keep coming. Thank you, Jane. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jeanette.
Yeah, and I just want to tell you that Bertie Jawade is sending $200 in the chat.
Oh,
That is
no
Mark's
way.
mom. Mark is our director.
Mom, Bertie.
Yay, thanks,
Mary,
Mom.
thank you so much. Thanks, Mark's mom.
Thank you. We're at $130,000 in our Raise the Paddle. Thank you so much. And I just want to say that everybody in the chat is saying that this is really, really great. Like Bridget and Adam, and also Ryan and Lori and Steve.
Thank
And
you,
we're just so
Jen.
glad. We're at 120.
Spencer Helterline. Thank you, sweetie.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Jill. Jill is a member of the staff. Wait, no, that's
Jill
a different.
Munger.
Jill
There's a
Munger.
Jill.
That's a different Jill.
Thank you, Aunt Judy. Ian, leave this part to me. Thank you so much, Jim. We made our match. And then some. Thank you, Laura.
No, you're doing great. I'm going to be quiet.
Thanks, Annie. Thank you so much, Mark and Lisa. Okay.
It's amazing. So there's you, and you know, one of the things is that when people give, Kim, it just keeps showing more and more people. So then if it shows everyone, it'll just show us everybody again, which is why you're seeing some of those names. And also, I think
Thank you, Bill Tucker.
Yes, thank you, Dan. People are also like giving at one level and then giving at another level again, and so then their name pops up more than once. Yeah, so thank you, Jeff. Also, we're so grateful. This is amazing. Jim, we're at. I'm seeing Jim and saying Kim. Kim, we're at $132,000 already.
Oh my gosh. Thank you, Vince. Thanks, Lee. I have two computers here, and they both have a bunch coming up. Thank you so much.
It's really exciting.
It is.
Well, so here's the thing, Kim. We have to like let people continue on with their evening, even though we're having a lot of fun. But this is amazing. You are so incredible. Thank you, all of you, for your generosity to St. Francis. You can see that the funds are really high, 130,000 plus, and that doesn't include the live auction. So we just want to say that, you know, next year when we all gather, and we are so hopeful that we will get to do that in person. We're certain, we're hopeful and certain that we will. We'll be able to tell you what we have done with all of your incredible generosity to help families as they transition away from experiencing homelessness. So thank you for your gifts and your support. I just want to say that the silent auction is still open. And it will be open until 9 o'clock this evening, which means you can still make a bid on any of those silent auction items. So make sure you find our silent auction. And then Kim, I just want to turn it over to you. Thank you so much. It's been such an honor to get to help again with Tiki Saddle Virtual Ranch Style Party Gala 2020. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ian. It is a blast working with you, and it has been a blast working with you, Mark, and the rest of your team. I want to thank every single one of you who teed up with us tonight. We could not do it. There's just 6 of us at St. Francis. We have this badass, intrepid staff of women who work really hard every day, but on behalf of them, my team, our board of directors, our stakeholders, our volunteers, our cheerleaders tonight, our tech support tonight, and our wonderful Ian and Mark, thank you so much. And we will see you guys next year at the range.
And wait, Kim, I just realized we missed one game. Do you want to give away one more quick prize as people head out of the ranch? Yes. So we're going to play one more Tiki prize. What's the prize?
It is a $25 gift card to Bow and Vine.
Okay, $25 to put in your pocket as we head out of the Tiki Virtual Ranch party. And we're going to make it the first person who can put this emoji into the chat. Here it is. our final Tiki prize of the night. And for those of you who've stuck around, oh, it's ever so appropriate. And thank you, Harrisons, who will be the person who can get that emoji into our Tiki, into our chat, if you want to do it. And it's Sally Casebeer. Sally, congratulations. Nicely done, Sally. So thank you again, everyone. And thank you, Kim. Have a wonderful night.
Yeah. Thanks, everyone. Thanks so much for joining.
Hey, Kim.
Go ahead.
No, you tell them.
If you're still there, I just was so excited. I had to tell you that we just got a $10,000 gift from Bob and Mary Pat Hill. Thank you so much, Bob and Mary Pat. That was amazing. Love you guys. Thank you. Good night. Hey. Are we done?